Welcome back, you guys, at Choking Hazard. My name is Zach, and today we're going to be reviewing / reacting to Moxie. Now, Moxie is a new Netflix movie that is about intersectional feminism. I'm completely fine with feminism. Feminism is a good thing. Equal rights for everybody. I'm very libertarian on that. I would like everybody to have the same opportunities as everybody else. Cool. Everyone cool with that? Everyone's good with that, right? Okay, cool. Now, let me go ahead and make a little asterisk for what I just said. I'm okay with feminism, the normal definition of feminism. Now, I'm not okay with intersectionality, and this movie is based on intersectional feminism. And for the average moviegoer who comes to my channel that just wants to watch a review on a movie or show or whatever, if you're probably thinking like, okay, what is intersectional feminism? I have no idea what that crap is. I'm not into social politics. Completely understand. Let me try to explain it to you in layman's terms. In layman's terms, it's actually just racism disguised as progression. I'm just gonna call it as it is. That's the blunt way of putting it. What I'm gonna do for you guys today is, instead of actually doing a normal review and going over why this movie is really bad and of course and stuff like that, what I'm gonna do is we're just gonna go ahead and kind of just make fun of certain things about the movie. Because the thing is that I'm not going to take this seriously. Unless you're like in this particular small group of woke people that like this sort of shit, nobody really likes this movie. And it's not entertaining. Most of the time, whenever they make woke sort of intersectional movies, they rather have their ideology first before they actually get into the entertainment value of their product. So if you want entertainment, it's not going to be here. If you want woke intersectional nonsense, it will be here. So instead of being like, well, guess what, this is not entertaining, let's just go ahead and watch a little bit of it and make fun of it together. Let's do it. So our main character is running through a dark and dreary forest. It almost reminds me a little bit of Bird Box, where that, I forget what her name is, the actor who plays her, but she's trying to find her kids out in the forest after they go through like that waterfall. Right, she's trying to scream, can't scream, it's really dark and dreary. It feels almost like a horror movie. And then she wakes up. And then we have the opening scene of the movie. Now, what's kind of interesting about this scene is that the tone is way off compared to the rest of the movie. Like, way off. And it's really interesting because, like, they never go back and explain, like, this scene. Or they never, like, she never, like, thinks, like, what is my dream about, or whatever. They never, like, come back to this, ever. It kind of reminds me a little bit of, The Wicker Man. If you ever watched that movie, The Wicker Man, they have this dream sequence in the beginning that they just never refer back to, ever. And I think the only reason they did that in this particular movie is just that they needed something to hook the audience, and they had no hook. So they're just like, you know what really hooks people? Like scary beginning scenes in movies from horror movies. Just put it in there. And it just, it makes no sense. It makes no sense.
Did you hear rankings are already starting?
What? This is the first day. I mean, they haven't even had time to, like, look at us yet. I mean, are they basing their decisions on the summer? Because nobody even saw us this summer. Unless someone was secretly spying on us playing Mario Kart in your mom's basement.
Ooh, then I might get ranked best power slide on Rainbow Road.
Should we have gone to a pool?
Oh, it doesn't matter. You know, Emma.
Why do you have to play Mario Kart in someone's basement? But anyways, that's off the topic. The funny thing about this scene, you guys, is that they're doing that really corny thing they do in almost every high school movie, where it's like a super duper huge cliche, where like the jocks and the assholes and douchebags of the high school will just make like a list of like all the girls from like ranked hottest to ugliest or whatever, and then they post it like on the bathroom doors and shit like that. Yeah, it never actually happens in real life, but they always do that for high school drama sort of movies, which is fine. I guess they're using it here. It makes sense, especially if it's going to be about the patriarchy and stuff like that. I guess that makes sense. But it's just, I hate when they use that cliche and other high school sort of like type of movies, because it's just very cliche and never actually happens in real life. My high school had 6,000 kids. Guess who's not making a list for that? Nobody. Nobody's fucking has time for that. So yeah.
Can I help you?
Repeating the same action over and over.
I don't know, can you?
Expecting a different result. And yet here I am with all of you.
Isn't that like the most awkward thing ever?
Okay, we are going to begin as always
Can you help me
By
too?
killing 5 minutes of what?
And then the guy's like, "Can you help me too?" Like he's like some sort of like just pay. Like nobody nobody actually says shit like that. It's just so stupid. So here's the love interest. I paused at the best moment, but yeah, here's the love interest in the movie. He supposedly grew taller over the summer, and he has long hair now. And she just has like the absolute hots for this guy.
The winner will receive a $10,000 scholarship and represent Rockport at the state caucus in the spring.
Shiver me timbers. That's a lot of booty.
That's it.
He's so charismatic about the announcements. It's awesome.
Oh, you're not seeing it? Grew like 3 inches this summer.
Grew like 3 inches this summer. You know where else he grew 3 inches?
I think the real question is, why are we still reading this book? It's written by some rich white guy, about some rich white guy. And I guess we're supposed to feel bad for him because he's obsessed with the only girl he can have. I mean, if the point is to learn about the American dream, we should be reading about immigrants.
Just because other books are good doesn't mean that this is less good.
I didn't say the book wasn't good. I just wish that we would...
Okay.
See, now this is exactly where intersectionality comes into play. So she's saying, why are we reading this book? This book is about a rich white man, and he has a mansion. Why aren't we talking about immigrants and other people who, or other stories that, you know, people who don't have mansions and are not like rich white people, right? A story is good by the writing. Writing, no matter who you are, if you're rich, poor, whatever, if you're doing a good job at creating a story, then it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? But the thing is, though, is that because she's intersectional, she believes, well, yeah, the story is good, but because he's a rich white male, why are we reading it? You see what I'm saying? And it's like, oh my God, this is where intersectionality just comes full circle. It's just like, okay, we're trying not to be discriminatory, and we're trying not to be, we're trying to be more inclusive, you know, for everybody. But then they're going to go ahead and discriminate on certain groups of people, even though the product that they're producing is good. You know, like Great Gatsby is a good book. It's a good story. But no, you can't have that because he's a rich white male. Why are we listening to that person? See? Racism. And then the jock is the one that's actually defending The Great Gatsby, which is kind of interesting. The only two people that are doing summer reading is the jock that's supposed to be like totally against that, and then the new girl that's going to be like fighting with him. It's just, I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense.
Hey, girls, let me help you out here.
Oh, that's okay. We've got it.
Okay, just make sure to put the eggs on top.
So I shouldn't open up the carton and just dump them all in there?
Okay, just trying to help.
Yeah, I know how to pack my own suitcase. I can pack my own grocery bag.
You're fucking a white male!
Googled it, and
This guy,
want to sleep over
the
Friday?
romantic interest, whatever, the
sorry,
Asian dude,
yeah.
is like every time he does a kickflip or does anything, he does like his hair. Oh man, my lip! I almost ripped my lip off just now.
Look, I think we got off on the wrong foot earlier, all right?
Don't touch me.
No need to freak out.
I'm not freaking out. I just didn't say that you could touch me, okay? That's mine.
So he
Oh, is it?
he hits it, takes her drink. See, what you gotta do is you gotta assert your dominance now. You gotta grab the drink, like you just gotta grab it, and after he spits in it, just boom, just suck it back in, crack it, and then slam it on the table, and just be like, thanks, and then just back off or whatever. No one's gonna mess with you then.
Mitchell. Yes.
Wilson,
Yeah.
captain of the football team.
Yes.
He's bothering you.
He's harassing me.
There's that word. If you use that word, that means I have to do a bunch of stuff. But if he's bothering...
But okay, so what happens here, because I can't keep playing big long lengths of this movie because it's just they're gonna be like copyright. But generally, what happens right here is the teacher just kind of waves it away, like, oh, Mitchell, whatever, he's fine. He just is bothering you. Just tell him not to bother you. And she's like, oh, and I heard that you're good at good at music or something like that. You should be in our music class or whatever. And then like signs her up for that or whatever. It's really dumb. Teachers, in reality, it's like they, especially the principal, you know, if somebody's actually messing with you and bullying, people take bullying super seriously, you know, And if someone's actually bullying, especially nowadays, they just be instantly canned or like kicked out of school, or at least having a stern talking to, and then you bring both the kids in and you go, hey, what the hell's going on, you know? But this never happens. So then our main character ends up finding her mom's secret stash of when she was like a revolutionary chick or whatever back in her days, and was like this punk rock chick. And this is like one of her flyers that she posted. I was like, smile, act dumb, hide your body, pretend, lie, be silent, or whatever. Excuse me, I'm not going to do that. So she posts that around her school. So she has the same idea. I don't even know what the main character's name is because she's so plain. But yeah, she has the same idea. She's like, oh, I'm going to go ahead and do that, just like my mom did, and I will, you know, start a revolution in the school sort of deal. Now, you gotta like appreciate this scene for what it is. It just shows how much of an asshole the dudes are in this movie. They're all dicks, like almost all of them. Yeah, that all would happen right in front of like the principal and the teachers and everybody. Yeah, totally would happen.
Viv, they posted the list.
You know, that list is like pretty messed up if you think about it.
Yeah, duh.
See, like all the guys are like these really creepy people, and then there's like the one feminist dude. So generally what happens with the scene is that they all get all the text messages about this list that happened earlier, they talked about earlier in the movie, and some of the cheerleaders get like most bangable. All the girls are like zipping up their you know, like they have a jacket they're zipping up, trying not to show off their chest because they probably got like biggest boob award or something like that. One got like the best ass award. The girl that Mitchell didn't like because she was like, I don't, you know, don't buy me a soda. She gets like this new category called like or whatever, and everyone's pretty much okay with it, and it's just funny. The every guy in this was just like these like perverts, just like look at it, you know. It's like, oh my god, dude. Slaps her on the ass right in front of the teacher and stuff like that. That's not okay. And then these random fucking weirdos are just sitting in the corner ready to jump out and scare her for no reason. Like, where are you guys? Why are you guys sitting in the corner? Basically what happens right here is that she puts up flyers in the bathroom showing, you know, who is the assholes of the, you know, the guys in school and stuff like that, kind of like to attack back with the list. And she doesn't want to be seen with these flyers because she'll be targeted. So she hides in the bathroom and these girls come in. And then these girls find the stack of papers in the bathroom. Bam. So Mitchell McChad thinks that it's this new girl because, you know, it kind of makes sense. Like, if you think about it, it would be the new girl that you pissed off that would make you, like, the number one asshole of the school on the paper, which she is. So he's like, hey, it's you. You know, you better tell me. And she says, no, it's not me.
So, are you guys gonna do the thing that it says for tomorrow? It says to
you
draw
know,
hearts.
do the thing that it says. So basically, the flyer says if you support this thing, make sure to write like a star or whatever on your hand. So then everybody kind of groups together. Everyone has stars. They get to be like, I support the cause. Blah 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 blah. That goes on. So let's move on to the next day. She has it on her hand.
Good morning and welcome to the revolution. Bam! Yo, please tell me that you did it. Yeah, duh. Do you like it? Yo, I took this picture and I started the hashtag Moxie Girls Fight Back. But there are more of us than you think. Whoa, that's so cool.
And then the guy, the feminist dude, puts his phone in. He had the music.
That's hot.
Oh, that's hot.
Okay.
Guy feminists are the hottest thing ever. Have you seen them? Oh my god. What happens here is that this girl's wearing a tank top. Her breasts are bigger than this other chick's breast that's wearing a tank top as well. So because her body is different, they hit her with like a dress code violation or whatever. Which, I don't know about you. The school that I went to, if a guy wore a tank top, girl, anybody, no matter what you look like, you would get hit with a dress code violation. And if you wore, let's say, like a skirt or anything that goes above the fingertips, then you would be hit with a dress code violation. So I don't know. Maybe my school is fair. Maybe other schools weren't. But I don't know. It just doesn't seem that big of a deal, to be honest with you.
How did you know what to do? Like, how to protest something?
We didn't. You know, we made a ton of mistakes. We argued with each other. We weren't intersectional enough.
No. You guys are just enough intersectional. Do not reel that intersectionality back, and then feminism would be good. Don't put that intersectionality, just reel that shit back. That shit's not good. What do you mean you're not intersectional enough? Get that shit out of here. No. That's a no-no. And then the next scenes is what you'll see is them talking about, you know, this new dress code and how it's about them.
Listen to this. Hey, Moxie girls, have you had enough of these ridiculous sexist dress code checks literally mean?
They're arbitrary and focus overwhelmingly on girls over boys. That's true double standard, straight up quadruple standard.
Operating on the...
But yeah, so that's where they go with this.
Do you understand I'm in a tight spot?
You know what you don't understand? This dress code thing may seem like whatever to you. It may seem like whatever to all of you. But I'd say it's another way to control women. And if you're doing nothing, then you're part of the problem. So where do you stand with these tank tops?
I don't really understand the whole idea that the dress code's there to control women. Like, there's a dress code for guys. The guys just can't break the dress code. Back in my day, which makes me feel really old for saying that, in high school, the dress code was kind of just a thing. Like, you weren't really supposed to show off too much of your body. And that worked for guys or girls. Like, if a guy showed up in his underwear or without a shirt on, you weren't allowed to do that. Now, it wasn't illegal. Like, it's not illegal in real life to not have a shirt on if you're a dude. But in school, they would kick you out. I remember back in my day, we had this day where you would switch genders. Where you, like, a guy would dress up as girl with girl clothes, and a girl would dress up as guy clothes. I forget what they call it. They call it, like, swap day or something like that. And the guys, because we're guys and we're fucking stupid, a lot of them would just wear, like, the most scantily clad things possible just to, like, see how far they could take it, you know, to see if, because they're guys, they could get away with it, right? And no, they didn't have that either. So guys would wear, like, these really short mini skirts and a bunch of really stupid stuff, like almost showing their ass cheeks and stuff. They got kicked out just as fast as any of the girls. And I actually, to be honest with you, I think they got kicked out quicker because they knew, like, the teachers and, like, the principal and everybody knew what they were trying to pull, and they're just like, no, and they just kicked them out. You know what I mean? They're like, nope, if you have different stuff on, then you can go ahead and come back, but don't, like, you can't come here looking like that. Like, some guy, like, wore a bikini to school. It was really fucking weird. But, like, I don't think it's just, like, about women. You know what I mean? It's just don't show that much skin when you're in a professional environment, or at least they're trying to keep it a professional environment, you know?
Guy and gal. I have to go to the bathroom so bad. Hold on, I'm gonna check on one thing, but you guys got it.
No, what would happen in my school, because all my teachers were really, really strict and shit like that, and my school we would pull shit like this in class all the time, because a lot of people were friends with each other. If you all did something, if you all tried to do something, for example, if it was like homework, right? And it was like this really long page of homework. If nobody did the homework, then the teacher couldn't give everybody an F, right? But it not in my school. Guess who would get a fucking shit grade if you showed up with everybody not having, you know, the homework that they were supposed to be assigned? Guess what? Everybody's getting a 0 on that. No, but they didn't give a shit. So I don't know. It just doesn't seem correct here. So they're voting for her to run as, like, sports president, something like that. I don't really know what the exact title was, but, like, they're just being like, okay, we support this chick. It's the chick at the bottom left to be running against Mitchell, because Mitchell, I guess, wins every year. So this girl is the new running mate. You know what I mean?
What did you just do?
And I'm not joking with you. They have this really awkward dating scene where our main character is, like, snuggling up with I don't even know what his name is, feminist dude, and they're in this casket together. I'm just like, he's a vampire. Run away! Like, he's a vampire. Get out of there. He's there to suck your blood. Go.
It has been a fun campaign. As an educator, I just think it's wonderful and exciting to see everyone getting involved. Healthy, fair.
Yeah, so anyways, what happens right here is he wins the whole sporting thing. She doesn't win. He gets some sort of $10,000 crazy prize. It's also really interesting. Sorry, I kind of think I might have skipped right here. Supposedly, what's really fucking funny is they supposedly don't win. Like the football stars or whatever, they just like don't win anything. Like what it says, what they say right here.
Imagine if they actually won a game. True! Did y'all get my girl? If pep rallies were for teams who actually won games, they would be doing soccer cheers up in here. Yeah, and maybe the bake sale could buy us new uniforms. They would be baking some cookies and cakes and pies for us.
So they supposedly never win. So Mitchell is this guy that everybody defends, everybody likes, supposedly, other than like the women and stuff like that, that gets like these like $10,000 to put at whatever institution that he likes, and he doesn't win any games. So he's like this mediocre white male patriarchy, like the pinnacle of just like evil within like intersectional feminism. So it's just like, it's so on the nose, it's so ridiculous.
And you know what? If you're gonna expel somebody, expel me, okay? It's me. I started Moxie. I am Moxie.
Then expel me too. I started the Moxie Instagram, and I did that shit proudly. I got you.
I protested the dress code.
I wear what I want, no matter what my body looks like. And I'm never changing. Yeah. So expel me. I tripped Radley in his dumbass pirate costume. That's feminism right there. And I...
Wait, okay, so... Okay, this is ridiculous. You gotta listen to this shit.
And I do not feel bad about it.
He broke his arm. Wait, I'll show you. They even have this whole announcement where he fucking broke his arm because he tripped.
Oh,
okay, watch this.
Anyways, Bradley fell over in his pirate costume. It was hilarious.
So he fell over in his pirate costume.
And that is the news. Goodbye.
Yeah, so watch. So this guy walks up.
Let's go, Rockboard! Come on!
This is after he hurt his wrist.
Just a quick reminder, though, guys. My wrist is still in the process of healing. So if you could please take it easy on the high fives. But let's play some football. Come on!
Okay, so he hurt his wrist because someone tripped him, hurt it, and then later in the movie, they're just like, yeah, that's totally fucking cool.
I tripped Radley in his dumbass pirate costume. That's feminism right there. And I do not feel bad about it.
It's fucking toxic.
Moxie forever.
Basically, this chick was the R word by Mitchell, the white guy, the mediocre white guy. Yeah, I mean, the captain of the football team and everything. So basically, the gist is at the end of the movie, he gets called in by the principal, and I don't know what happens. They never really show. And then everybody's on the same page, and it's Moxie, and then boom, it's over. If I was to review the movie, you guys, I would say right here, the main character has almost no personality whatsoever. What is even her name? I don't even know what her name is. The storyline is, there's not a lot of twists and turns. It goes exactly the way you'd think that this would go. The main bad guy, which is Mitchell, he's not really intimidating at all. He's very full of himself. Now, there's bad guys that are like that in other movies and stuff like that, but he's not, what's the word? He's not competent enough to be a bad guy that you actually fear, you know? And the thing is that you need a person that is there to do everything he is possible to stop the main character from achieving their goals. And all he does is just kind of crack jokes every once in a while and just go, huh, all right, done, and he just walks away. He never like combats them really, you know? And he's just not competent. He's not a competent villain. It doesn't make me fear him or make me go, yeah, he's going to be a tough obstacle to overcome. But thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and do all of that YouTube business. Thank you, and see ya. Hey, you made it to the end. That means you must enjoy my content, so go ahead and tap that subscribe button for me. And if you don't like my content, subscribe anyways. My videos are proven to make your schlong longer. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram for discussions and movie topics. And subscribe to my new channel called Wait Gaming, where I play games, and each time I die, I have to do a workout. It's pretty intense. Thank you guys so much for watching, and see ya.